my channel. You're watching Kel-Sei's Way TV, and I am Kel-Sei, and I'm back with another video. This is day 4 of 11 days. Okay, we pushing through this thing. We just about halfway through. Tomorrow will be kind of like the halfway mark, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I have been enjoying filming and posting these videos. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right on into the video. I got a little more energy. I'm feeling a little better. Not 100% yet, but I'm feeling better. I'm sounding better, and I'm loving it. Anyway, and if I keep on like doing this, my throat and my nose is kind of burning, and for some eyeball reason it's making it feel better. So I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to keep that to the minimum. We're gonna hop right into this video. My question for you is, how much do you try it again? How much do you trust yourself with you? Now, I think one of the most common asked questions as it pertains to relationships would be, what are the most important values of a relationship to you? And commonly people will answer loyalty, honesty, respect, and trust. Those are off the rip. Everybody gonna say that those are the most important aspects, values, considerations as it pertains to a relationship. But how often, if ever, have you asked yourself, how much do you trust yourself with you? And I'm gonna be honest, that was a new concept for me. Like, I'm talking about like this year. Like, I was this years old when I found out that that was even a thing. Like, I thought that you trust yourself like off GP, you just trust yourself, and it's not. It's not. Let me get my words together. I got notes because this topic is going to be hard for me to really articulate, because like I said, it's very new for me. But could you bet all cards on yourself? Like, if you had to gamble on you, would you put all of your chips in the basket, or would you kind of scatter them out and be hopeful that there's somebody else that you can lean on, that you can depend on? And that's something to think about. It like, I'm literally pondering in my head, like, and trying to answer my own questions. I think since this topic has been brought up to me, I have been working hard on making sure that I could bet all cards on myself. I can fully trust myself. And I think one of the scariest things when even asking yourself that question is, do you have self-accountability? Are you enough to make yourself run efficiently? Because if we really truly think about it, there's so many factors that go into play of why we get up every day, why we do what we do, why we are who we are, and not all of those factors are intrinsic. Most of them should be intrinsic, but a lot of the time we're extrinsically motivated, meaning that going from the outside to the inside. A lot of times we aren't motivated from the inside to the outside. And just asking that question, posing that question to myself and to you all, it really just gets my wheels spinning, which is why it took me a very long time to do this video, and why I have so many notes. So if I keep looking down, I'm looking at the notes so that I can kind of stay on topic, because it's just like, dang, do I really trust myself? Do I really, in my heart of hearts, believe that if all else fails, if everyone else fails, I can do this? And consciously, I want to say yes. Unconsciously, I'm having such a hard time with this, so I think that it might be a little shadow of doubt. It might be a little shadow of doubt, and that's human. It's going to be some doubt. It's going to be some fear. It's going to be some intimidation when you just really have to sit there and think about, like, dang, out your mouth you be like, don't nobody got me like I got me. But is that the truth? Is that for real the truth? if all else fails, would you bet on you? Like, that I want to bet on me, because I'm the only thing that I can control. Literally. I can control what comes out of my mouth. I can control the things that I can do. I can control my thought process, my mindset. I can control the things that I put energy in and the things that I don't put energy in. So I mean, that's the smartest move, to be honest. If I'm gonna bet on anything, I'm gonna want to bet on something that's controllable, something that's tangible, something that's sustainable, versus trying to spread it out and play my odds. Because at the end of the day, I kind of decide if I'm gonna go for it or if I'm not. And that's kind of what I've been doing on these videos, on just in life, like just betting on myself more and putting more energy into me to learn how to fully trust myself, learn how to, you know, just be able to inwardly fuel every passion that I ever have. And what's crazy is, if you really think about it, the way that you trust yourself has a huge role in the way that you trust other people and the way that other people trust you. Because if you can't depend on you, can't nobody depend on you. Like, if you're gonna let yourself down, you'll pretty much let everybody else in the world down. And if you can't learn to trust you, you're gonna have issues trusting others. Because it's, again, if you can let yourself down, then they for sure can let you down, you know. So I kind of did some research, and I kind of wanted to give some tips on how to learn to trust yourself better, and how to learn to kind of just bet everything on you. So tips to trusting yourself better. Tip number 1, be yourself. It's often imitated, never duplicated. Can't nobody else be me. Like, y'all just can't. Y'all ain't got the cards, y'all ain't got the DNA, and I can't be you either. Like, it wasn't meant for me. Ain't no reason for me to be trying to duplicate something that don't belong to me. Because if that was truly supposed to be me, it would have been me. It would have been written in stone already. So just be yourself. You can't trust yourself if you out here perpetrating, because that ain't you, you know. And we just gonna leave that at that. I feel like that's very self-explanatory. So tip number 2, set reasonable goals. Oh my goodness, like, I am speaking to myself right now, because a lot of times I say this in almost every video, I am so optimistic. It's to a fault. My greatest strengths are my greatest weaknesses. I strongly believe in that. And I'll be setting astronomical goals, like, it be like through the roof, and I'll be trying to jump from A to Z, and sometimes I need to just take the steps, and I need to hit every letter in between to get there, and that's fine. Make it tangible, because once you start, and I'm not gonna say dreaming outside of your reach, definitely dream for sure outside of your reach, but once you start making goals and putting dates on stuff that you ain't prepared for, opportunity ain't needing preparation, because you ain't prepared at all. That's when you start to kind of let yourself down. It's like, oh man, maybe I can't do this. It's not that you can't do it. You skip some steps, reel it in and make it reasonable. Like SMART goals. Like, y'all learned that in school. I ain't gonna tell you what the letters stand for, because I forgot. I think it's specific, measurable, something that's with the A. Forget it. You know what SMART goals are. Do that in real life. Like, not just in school. Do that in real life. Number 3. Probably one of the most important tips, but it's just, I ain't got them in no specific order. Be kind to yourself. You are always going to be your biggest critic. Cut yourself some slack. Like, chill. It ain't that serious. It ain't that deep. Stop beating yourself up. Like, the world will beat you up. Life will spin you in circles, have you going topsy-turvy. Like, chill. Pipe down. Don't be so hard on yourself. Like, Be like, you did good today. Girl, you cute. You doing the thing. You smart. You responsible. You's wise. You's kind. You special. You's important. Be nice to yourself. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes, I remember when I was a kid, I used to slap myself. I used to be like, and I'm talking about like hard. Like, I still sometimes do it to this day because I think, I ain't gonna say that. That's something wrong with me. My elevator don't reach the top all the time. But just, we gotta be a little nicer. Be a little nicer to ourselves. Cut ourselves some slack. A number with 4. Build on your strengths. Stop focusing so much on what you can't do and put more energy and time at the things that you're good at, things that you could do, things that you shooting 100% accuracy on. Like, you balling in this area. I can't draw for nothing. And like, to save my life, if you ever see a cartoon, if you ever see, and speaking of cartoons, follow Creations by Dream on around Instagram. I'm gonna put it right here. She did my cartoon and my banner for this channel. But I can't draw for nothing. So why would I spend all day beating myself up and down myself because I can't draw, when I could focus on all the other things that I can do? So build on your strengths. Like, use that at your advantage. They're a strength for a reason. Number 5. I got too much going on. Spend time with yourself. Look at me. I'm in a closet. And I'm recording a video. And I'm teaching myself and teaching y'all how to be nicer. How to be just a better me. And how to learn to trust myself like 100%. I'm probably like 78% trusting in myself, but I want to be 100%. Like, I want to reach self-actualization. Y'all know Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I'm trying to be at the top one day. But yeah, spend some time with yourself. Get to know you. Like, I talk about this all the time. We be so busy trying to move around, function in the world, and interact with people, and we don't even know ourselves. And then we got the nerve to be trying to tell people we know them like the back of our hand. Do you know you, though? Learn yourself. Take some time and just see what you like. Like, you are an amazing person, and you need to know that for sure, for sure. What was that? Number 5. Number 6. Practice gratitude. Like, every day you need to wake up and say something nice to yourself. Like, just be super gracious and appreciate that you're freaking awesome, you know? When I was on this internship over the summer, it didn't last for forever, but I did it for a little bit. When I was on this internship over the summer, we would wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, I believe it was, and I think it was 7. That's neither here nor there. And the first thing that we would do in the morning was just pop up out of bed. Like, I'm talking about like a rocket, and just self-talk. Oh my gosh, today's gonna be a great day. It's a wonderful day to sell books, and like, just talking out loud in a positive light. And I'm gonna be honest, the first week to 2 weeks, I was like, today's gonna be a wonderful day. I'm gonna have a good day. Like, I was whispering because I thought it was the weirdest shit ever. Like, I kid you not, I thought it was the weirdest shit ever. I'm like, you want me to do what? And then what we also had to do, well, we didn't have to, but what was recommended, that you pop up in the morning, you say nice things to yourself, and then you go and you take a cold shower for like 30 seconds, and the whole time, I kid you not, they will pop up and they'd be screaming at the top of their lungs, "You're beautiful, today's gonna be a great day," screaming in a cold shower and just hyping themselves up. And I thought I was in a cult. I really thought I was in a cult. I was like, oh my god, this is beyond weird. But when I finally lost that cool card, and I was just like, fuck it, you here now, just do it. Like, just do it. That weird stuff made my day. Like, working 12, 13 hours outside in a city that I had been before, but it's been a long time, so I didn't know it that well. Knocking door to door, trying to sell books. Talking to myself, like literally it was just nobody but me. Talking to myself in the morning hyped me up, and then talking to myself all day. Like, it was so hot too. Just talking to myself all day, just positively. Like, I had chance. Maybe one day I might share with you guys the self-talk that I wrote down. Like, I made it very personal to myself. Like, I used to say things like, this is the way you eat. You gotta eat. So, you know, get out here and do it. Take a slice of the pie. Like, stuff like that that probably wouldn't mean nothing to nobody else, but it was enough to keep me going. And saying it out loud made a difference. When I was whispering it, them days was so long. So long when I was whispering. But when I finally took the time, when I was by myself for 12 hours to like really just talk to myself out loud, it made a world of difference, and it changed my thought process. And this video might be a little long because I still got a few more points, but while I have you here, I'm gonna just tell you something that somebody told me. So I was in that internship. It was hot, it was rough. I didn't like my housing situation. Everything was just going to shits. Like, it was I did not stay, obviously. I said was, past tense, didn't make it that long. I did not stay. But one of the things that stuck out to me the most was, so I'm just talking to one of the leaders or whatever, student leaders, and I'm just telling her, like, one, the self-talk is weird. I don't like it. I feel like a creep, a weirdo. I don't like talking to myself out loud like that. Granted, I was by myself, nobody could hear me, and I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable where I'm staying. Like, this freaking sucks. I hate it here. And she was like, okay, look, think about it like this. You know, in SpongeBob, when they go in their brain, those episodes when he's like in his head, in his own brain or whatever, he has all these file cabinets. And in those file cabinets are your thoughts. So they printing, and you hate it, right? It absolutely sucks. So that's all you think about. This sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. It's like they are a news reporting team, and they typing, they controlling all your thoughts, they type it, and the only thing you can think about is this: it sucks. But as much as it sucks, you're vocalizing out loud, I'm gonna have a good day, I'm beautiful, I'm this, I'm that. To, like, how I do anything is how I do everything. These are the things you're saying out loud. They're like, wait a minute, hold on, it's a new story down there, something going on out here in the atmosphere. She talking, so let me write about this. It sucks, it sucks, it sucks. It's still going on, but now a quarter of your brain is writing a positive. Okay, wait a minute, the rhetoric is changing up there, the narrative is changing. Keep talking. The more you talk, the more you say it out loud, the more those files are transitioning from the it sucks, it sucks, it sucks to I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm living in my purpose. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And they just are typing away. Now, okay, wait a minute. The story's changing. That whole negative stuff, that's old. We gotta throw that away. It's still gonna be something in the files because you spent so much time dwelling on how much it sucked. But now that you are talking out loud, you are literally changing the way your brain thinks. You are changing your mindset. You are changing the perspective simply because you're talking to yourself out loud. So instead of filing all those bad thoughts, which unconsciously or self-consciously, subconsciously, whatever conscious it is, they just reproducing because that's all you're thinking about. When you talk, you are breaking that cycle. When you say it out loud, you are literally stopping those messages from being fired, from being sent. And little by little, you're changing the way you think. You are choosing positivity even when shit sucks. And that's what spending time with yourself. I was literally outside for 13 plus hours a day just talking to myself. No radio, no phone, no nothing. Between every door, if I wasn't talking to Mrs. Jones, I was talking to myself. And I'm telling you, it made the days go by so much faster. And it wasn't a freaking drag. Now, eventually, it was other stuff going on to where I decided I wanted to leave. But that self-talk, I'm telling you, it changed my mind. It changed my life. To this day, now I don't pop out of bed and just be screaming, because I just don't. But whenever I find myself just thinking just terribly, I just start talking out loud. Just doing anything to get those little typewriters, those little reporters in my brain to switch the narrative. But we're gonna go on to I didn't put so many steps together. We're gonna go to the next step. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know which one it is, but it said perfection doesn't exist. Stop hoping, wishing, and waiting on perfection. It don't exist. It is, for lack of a better term, a theory. It has yet to be proven or refuted. I'm gonna refute it because I don't think it exists. Every time we try to reach perfection, every time we paint this image of what we're supposed to be, we fall short every single time. So how about we just throw that away? How about you just be the best you that you can be today? Be better than yesterday. Be better than the day before. Be better than the month before. And if you're giving your 100% every single day, that's all that matters. Because your 100% will change. Your 100% doesn't look like my 100%. Some days your 100% when you're on a sick and shut-in list, it's not going to look like your 100% when after a marathon. But it's 100%. You did your very best. You put your all into it, and that's all that matters. Next tip, 8, 9, 10, 11. Don't know which one it is. Love yourself. Just freaking love yourself. Even when you don't like yourself, still love yourself. Like, ain't nobody gonna love you like you love you. And if the love you have for yourself is minimum, the love you're gonna receive from the world is gonna be minimum. So just freaking love yourself. Just do it. I don't know how to tell you how to do it. Just do it, okay? And then, last but certainly not least, find the ability to look inward. We look for answers everywhere but ourselves. We Google everything. We ask a lot of questions. Shoot, y'all know I ask like a jillion questions. The camera went off. But I ask a shit ton of questions. And a lot of the times, I'm gonna say good 80% of the times I know the answer, but I'm not sure. I'm not certain. And it's always cool to trust but verify, you know, do your research. But a lot of our questions that we have in life, if we look inward, we can find the answer, like real quick, like that. Like, it's nothing to it but to do it. So those are my tips for learning to trust yourself more, learning to bet all cards on you. If you had to bet on anything in the world, the only thing that is constant in this life is change and change. Only thing that's second to that is you, because you control what you do. You control what you say. You control what you think. You can literally manifest anything that you want based off of your actions. And if I was gonna bet on anybody, I'm gonna bet on myself, because I don't know what Pookie Peanut and them gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna be able to come through for me, but I can always come through for me, because if I'm giving my 100% every day, if I'm looking inward for the answers, if I am being more gracious, showing gratitude, being kind, and just setting reasonable goals for myself, there's no way I can fail. There's no way. Like, it's for sure that I'm going to produce greatness if I do all of those things. So I hope that helps. Hope you guys learn to trust yourself more. I hope you question yourself, question others. Like, do you trust you with you? Do I trust me with me? Let's ponder on it. Well, that is it for day number 4. I know this one was a little longer, but I had to share that story because it just went perfect for what I was trying to exemplify. So y'all already know I will be posting every single day from December 1st to December 11th at 6 p.m. Central. Why do I say that every day? I'm so used to living in Central Standard Time, it don't make no sense. But I will be posting every single day at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And y'all just gotta make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Turn on all not personalized, because you want to see all my videos. Yes, all my videos. And I will be back tomorrow for day 5. Y'all never know when I'm gonna throw a bonus video out there, but my camera about to die, so I gotta jet.